Traders, this is Raoul. I didn't make a video for a while, so I'm back now. Took a few days off in August, enjoyed south of France. This is my first day trading again. I'm expecting price to restart moving again. We had a few good days in August. I didn't trade. So for today I see these frequency lines. So I have a bullish one in green and the bearish one in red orange. So as usual I put these frequency lines on my chart based on former price action. Here I could see this kind of flip around the frequency line. This is where I'm looking for. I'm always looking at consolidations, clusters, where I can identify, depending on the bars and the price action, where a frequency line could be. So what happened is that yesterday, end of the session, we hit a kind of resistance with small false breaks. When we touched this bearish frequency, I even didn't look at this price to draw the bearish frequency. The bearish frequency only comes from this cluster here, where we have a break above and then trying to break below. Didn't happen. But we can see that this matched very well, and yesterday when we hit this, BS stepped in and then we pushed down here, and starting from here we created this bullish frequency where bulls stepped in again. Then we had two tests of the area from yesterday where we had a kind of resistance, and then we had the breakthrough. So I did in my preparation, so I'm in Europe, so you can see this is my morning in Europe. I'm very often I take trades in the overnight session because I don't see the overnight session as a time where we should not trade. I love these trades in the overnight session because they are usually quite straightforward without any noise. When you trade frequency lines, when you trade mid-bands, legacy trades, for example DTA legacy trades, this can be more difficult because the mid-bands often gets overrun or not really respected. So the structure in the overnight session is different, but not for me as I'm trading the frequency lines where the structure is the same. So I don't care about the movements in between. I'm stepping in at the frequency lines. So you can see I took a trade here. I can explain why. Is as soon as I prepared my frequency line, I saw this price action here that we broke back here in the bearish, in the upper bearish frequency. You could have taken this trade here as a break of the area or as a break of the frequency line. So I prepared my frequency line somewhere here, and when I finished my frequency line, I saw this price action where we had this break of the green one. So when we had this break here, starting from this bar here, my expectation is that it goes to test the orange one. The profit here was not enough to step in somewhere here, even I was too late. So and then when I saw this break here, this bar of the orange one, then my expectation really was that the price is now going to test the upper green line. My profit target here, I can explain why I put it here, is as soon as we break back here above this green frequency line, the expectation is that we are going to test this green outer frequency line when nothing is in between. But I had this bearish frequency in between this line, so I'm waiting for a break of this. When we break this one, the expectation is that price is going to the other orange outer frequency line. Why is it? When we break now from a bullish perspective, looking at the green bullish frequency, when price breaks above this frequency, so meaning that we broke this resistance here, we're breaking above this area, above this frequency line. So bulls are now in play and are buying, sorry. They are buying, so they are buying interest. Now looking at former price action and looking at the price action here with my frequency lines, I'm expecting bulls to take their profits at this frequency line again. So they are taking profit and they are no longer chasing or buying. So we have an increasing selling interest from the bulls in taking their profits and an decreasing buying interest, which makes price to turn. The same now from a bearish perspective, from the orange frequency line, as we break here above this one, and we had this break, we are moving away from this frequency line. We are getting into an area where bears are not interested in selling, not yet. Price is not high enough based on the behavior and what price action is showing me from this group of traders, how they behave and how they trade. So that's why price is going to this frequency line where bears are stepping in again. They are starting to sell and they are not buying or not taking profits because they are not here in a trade yet. What happens if we have these crossings of frequency lines? I very often saw that price is then going to the average, to the middle of these crosses. Wherever price crosses, if price would have crossed here, it would have gone to the middle of this. This can be explained as a kind of an averaging of both interests. So I took this trade here because we had the break above the orange, we had a break above the green and a break above the orange. And as I explained, then my expectation is that we are going to the green and to the orange. And then I saw this crackle. So we had this snap breaking through this edge, snap, crackle, and then this bar, and then this bar which didn't make it back to the edge, and there I stepped in. And to the middle, one tick before, get filled, had my 2 points. As a very aggressive trader, you could have stepped in here, but this is more touch trading and guessing, and if you're waiting for confirmation, you get your confirmation, but you don't get an entry to go short here because price just falls down. Now here you could have waited for the test of the midband, which is here the test of my frequency line. So I'm not really looking at the midband. I have it to have a kind of an idea where we are in kind of legacy trades, but I don't take the trades as a touch trade, so I wouldn't have ended here. I'm waiting for the test of my frequency line. Then this one, not really a rejection. This one, yes, and then I would have stepped in here. So I get it one tick from the midband away, but I prefer this kind of a confirmation as taking the trades here as a touch trade. So now what happens here is that we have this area here which we broke. We know very often that we come back and test this area. This could be the test. We don't know. So what I'm waiting for is now I'm waiting to break back above here, retest perhaps the orange one. We could see something like this, retest the green one, and then we are going again to test the orange and perhaps see a break to the green one. The other scenario is that we are breaking down again, probably deeper tests, something like this, and from here we could go up again, or we could go lower. So many scenarios, but I'm just looking at the bars, the price action, and market is showing us where we want to go. If we are going higher, what is my, I will not say my expectation, but if I had to guess where market is going today, I would say that we are testing the 2470 area. Why I can show you this is because I am using a daily chart here, where I draw these kind of frequency lines based on daily candles, because I want to have a lot of information on my chart back a few weeks. And there is one frequency line which I'm interested in looking at, which is kind of respected with breaks flipping around the frequency line. So I would say we will test, if we're going up, I'm looking at the area 2470. Perhaps it will break through, we will see it. But now I'm looking for this break, and probably this scenario could play out, or we will see. So have a good trading session, and I will try to make now my videos again on a regular basis. I cannot say that I will be able to make them every day, but sign to my YouTube channel and you will be notified when I make a video of my frequency line trading. Have a good day.